Hi and welcome to Whirlwind Wargaming. Today we're going to take a look at the Spearhead magazine issue number 5. This one's got an exclusive figure and a brush in it. Please like and subscribe and I'll continue to do these videos as I receive my copies. I'm on a subscription deal with Hatchet, so I receive them every few weeks. So issue number 5. As we can see, we've got that exclusive figure and a paintbrush inside. So let's just open it up and have a quick look inside. So yeah, we've got one large base brush, which is the synthetic version. So as you can see, Warhammer Colour is the new branding then. And it's the standard sort of flat synthetic head. Great for sort of slapping your paint on, getting your models covered really quickly. And just pop this sort of rubber brush protector on there then, protects the bristles. And then we've got this exclusive figure then. So this is Karnus the Seeker, which I think is a Lord Celestant, I think it is. So yeah, you can see nice new detail, and on the edge there of the sprue we can see Warhammer 2026. So that was only made this year then, so this is really new. You've got a hammer, an axe and a sword. We'll have a little look at the build instructions and see how they play later on. Yeah, we've got a few other nice bits there. We've also got sort of a few head options, I think, in the top corner there. I'll have a look at that in a bit. But yeah, the two different weapons there then. I think the hammer comes as one, and then you can put the axe or sword on as well. So I say there's 3 different head options. And no doubt in the instructions it'll advise us on which ones to use to play the Spearhead level of the games. We've got one standard 40mm base. Yep. So printed Games Workshop underneath as well. So same, just a standard base. So let's have a quick look inside then. So the Karnus the Seeker, a new brush, and it goes into a little bit of detail about the storm hosts. So if you're buying this, $5.50 for the brush from Warhammer plus a figure. I think they're about £26 are they for the Celestant, the Lord Celestants. So yeah, you're going to get great value out of this one pack then. So it talks about the storm hosts, then gives you a bit more background then, the chambers and conclaves, basically the structure really of your storm host, and how they're structured within Age of Sigmar. So yeah, nice little details here. So if you don't own any other sort of major rule books or anything, this is really going to get your sort of background knowledge up to speed, and get you get ideas of where you might want to sort of turn your collection as these magazines progress. You may not want to stick with the storm hosts, you may want to pick one of the other factions. So it talks about the knights, the lords. There's a Lord Celestant there, which is a different model to the one we've received. And then it's got named characters. Then it talks about the Tempest Straits. I think this is the area controlled by the Skaven or contestant. Then it's got Karnus the Seeker. Then it's got a bit of history about him, which is the model we've received, and that's what he looks like all painted up. Against the Swarm, this is a bit of fiction then. This is Stormhost versus Skaven. This build will probably build-ish, across the issues to a bit of a story. Then we've got a how to build the model we received this week then. And as you can see on there, you're going to need some glue for this one as well. So clippers, your sort of mold line removers. Options on the 3 different heads there, as you can see. So you get to pick which head you'd prefer. So it's not going to make any difference to the gameplay of the actual model, but it's what you want to do. And then continuing through there, and then that final option there, you got option of either the sword or the axe. So you've got to stick with the hammer as your main one, but then your second weapon can either be the sword or the axe. I doubt that's going to play much effect with gameplay. It's just aesthetic. And then the how to paint then, the paint collection. So this is quite nice actually, because it didn't do this for the Combat Patrol magazines, but it's actually telling you what magazine issue you're going to receive each colour paint. There's one issue there, you're going to receive 3 paints in it, but the rest of them are all like 2 paints. Whether you're going to receive another brush or not with that will depend. I think as a general rule with the Combat Patrol magazines, you really only receive 2 pots of paint, which meant the issue value was quite low. Then it goes into base coating then, telling you to thin your paints. Ideally, it's recommended you thin on the palette and apply multiple coats until you get a solid base colour. Telling you how to sort of set your hands and for the most comfortable position where you can paint into the details and where you are once you're building up your base coats really. So then this is prior to sort of shading or highlighting, getting that colour blocked in. So the how to paint then, first bit of it is really all about applying the colours we received, that are bad and black, and the Retributor gold, Retributor armour then, the gold colour. And then looking here then, again, another picture of the collection, some more wound markers, probably going to need loads of them. And then issue number 6, that's just going to be 2 lots of paint there. And so perhaps not as great value there with the Canto Blue and the Royal Oxide for that one. Please like and subscribe. I'll try and get the next issue done now and put out later today. And then I'm just waiting on my next delivery. Thank you guys. Thanks for your support.